My name is Engineer Dr. Stephen Guwany. I'm an R&D engineer at the University of Strathclyde PNDC within the team of cyber security and comms. I'm also the chairman of Nigeria Center of Engineers Glasgow branch, UK, and the organizing chair of the 2024 UK Engineering Convention. NSE Glasgow branch is one of the diaspora branches of the Nigeria Center of Engineers. We were formed in 2022 by the NSE Council. The reason for establishing the branch is actually to connect Nigerian engineers here in diaspora, especially UK, with Nigerian engineers in Nigeria, and to create opportunity for collaboration, knowledge exchange, such as the conference that we're looking at right now. We have a lot of expectations. Our membership is growing, and currently we have over 200 members here that we support here in Scotland. So expectation, we have a lot of activity lined up for the conference, mainly to create opportunity for professionals in Nigeria and here and the UK to discuss about way to address most of the issues we have in Nigeria, especially the power sector, and how AI can help support solve some of the problems we have as a country. The conference, I would say, is generally open to anyone that is interested in looking at how Nigeria and Africa could develop. But so far, we have registration or delegates from both engineers in the UK and in Nigeria and other parts of the world. Policymakers, we have government officials that will be coming. We have people from the national assemblies, and also in Scotland, we have a lot of companies, researchers, academia. So it's quite open to everyone, especially undergraduate, postgraduate students. So it's going to be an engaging session. So we have a lot of challenges, but we have actually identified two. One is the power sector. I think we have a lot of professionals in diaspora that can actually contribute to solving these challenges. And secondly, we are trying to make sure that as a country, or as a nation, we quite understand how powerful AI could be in solving some of these socioeconomic problems that we have as a nation. So to steer the discussions around these two key areas, we have invited the CEO of Mainstream Energy, which is a generative power company in Nigeria, as a keynote speaker. We have a lot of activity lined up for the delegates, and we're anticipating their arrival in July. One is we'll be giving opportunities for Nigerians in diaspora to actually register with the NSC. We believe that being in diaspora should not deprive them the opportunity of supporting the country. They could join NSC through different routes. Secondly, we are working with the COREN. COREN is a Council for the Regulation of Engineering in Nigeria. Now that COREN is a part of the Washington Accord, so it means that any engineer from Nigeria could practice in member states. So it's an opportunity. There will be a dinner and award night to recognize professionals who have distinguished themselves in various spheres in Nigeria in the engineering field. And most importantly, with our key partners like PNDC and MNES, we will be organizing a technical visit to actually see the capabilities that this facility have. And one of our presenters from PNDC will be speaking more on that.
I'm Shafiqa Kedal, a research and development engineer at PNDC in energy system flexibility and electrification of transport. My PhD was in smart grid solutions enabling accommodation of electric cooking demand in developing countries. I worked on modeling power networks, power flow analysis, and solutions to enable electric cooking uptake in developing countries. Energy security in developing countries is shaped by evolving landscape of energy consumption, rapid urbanization, population growth, as well as a connection of new devices, and this is seen in Nigeria as an example. Some of these devices are electric cooking appliances. Also, at the moment, we're seeing a movement towards electric mobility in the transport sector. All of this leads to an increase of the electricity demand, which means the low voltage distribution network will face many challenges, technical and economic. To identify these challenges, different network simulations could be carried out that will allow to look into and study thermal losses, limited assets capacity, system network stability problems, as well as voltage fluctuations. But to date, the limited access of different data and models, which means there isn't enough studies being done in this area, which leave many questions unanswered, such as what are the network technical constraints limiting the deployment of additional demand, the existing infrastructure capable of supporting this demand. Also, what are the solutions and design interventions that could be deployed to make them so in the future. So in this conference, I will be highlighting these challenges as well as proposing a roadmap that could be followed to facilitate the access to electricity in developing countries when there is a movement towards new generation and demand in the future. PNDC is an established whole energy system, test and demonstration environment, supporting research and development and deployment of novel energy, as well as new technologies such as heat and transport. The PNDC is also a lab-based testing facility. The power and monitoring assets can be used to emulate real-world case studies to assess the system performance and identify future trends and solutions to accelerate the technical and market readiness for new technologies and demand and generation growth.
Join us in Glasgow, Scotland for the largest gathering of Nigerian engineers in the UK, the Glasgow 2024 Engineering Convention. Convened by the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Glasgow, Scotland branch, in partnership with the University of Strathclyde, Nigerian Society and IEEE Glasgow Caledonian University branch. This three-day event promises an unforgettable experience. Network with hundreds of international attendees, discover innovative solutions from our exhibitions and take advantage of sponsorship opportunities. Technical visit to National Manufacturing Institute Scotland and PNDC. Induction of corporate members, dinner and awards and a civic reception by the Lord Provost of Glasgow. Meet our guests of honour, including the President of the Nigerian Society of Engineers and the Executive Governor of Osun State, and learn from distinguished speakers on topics like AI-powered robot guide dogs and Nigeria's power sector. Don't miss this chance to connect, learn and grow. Register now for the Glasgow 2024 Engineering Convention from July 18th to 20th at the University of Strathclyde, Glasgow, Scotland, United Kingdom. For sponsorship and inquiries, contact the following numbers. We look forward to seeing you in Glasgow.